this one I'm very excited about reviewing. I've been waiting a while to get my hands on one of these, and it is a Sigma guitar. But before I get into the tour and description of the guitar, I just want to talk a little bit about the brand itself to see if you're at all aware of Sigma and the name. So back in the mid to late 60s, C.F. Martin was encountering a lot of, not counterfeit, but knockoff type guitars that were very, very similar to the Martins, but obviously at a very, very reduced price point. And they were, coming from Japan, coming out of Japan. And these guitars actually sounded very, very good, and they were made, decently. But they were, extremely less costly than Martins. So Martin, around 1970, decided to come out with their own import brand, Asian brand, and they came out with Sigma, which was manufactured out of Japan. And it started, I guess the manufacturing in Japan was from around 1970 through 1983, and then the early 80s it moved to Korea, and then from like 85 till the 90s, the latter part of the 90s, it was in Indonesia. And then the brand sort of just died out, and there weren't any really new Sigmas being manufactured. Until recently, actually, and the last known distributor that I was aware of was St. Louis Music, had revived the Sigma brand and these guitars, and now this particular one, which I'm playing today, I purchased off of Amazon, and I believe Sigma now has an exclusive arrangement with Amazon for this line of guitars, which is the SIG line of guitars. This happens to be a Dreadnought. The model on this guitar is SIG 10D NATS, and I guess the D is obviously for Dread, the NAT is for Natural, a solid top. And I'll go over some of the features, but it really is a very, very nice sounding instrument. So for starters, here is the headstock, and you can see it's just a basic Martin-esque square headstock with Sigma in block letters on it. Okay, the fretboard on the guitar is rosewood, so with the CITES restrictions being eliminated, it's now the United States is now able to get rosewood on their instruments. So it has a rosewood fretboard, a rosewood bridge, and really, really nice, smooth fretboard. No dryness to it. Really, really nice. The tuners on the guitar are Grover branded tuners. You can see these are great tuners. They hold tune extremely well. Between the tuners and the fact that this guitar also has a bone nut, which most guitars at this price point do not have. They come usually with some sort of a synthetic plastic nut. That's another nice feature, the bone nut. So the bone nut and the tuners really keep this guitar in tune and make it extremely fun to play. The top of the guitar, again, is solid spruce. The sides and back of the guitar are sapele. Sapele is a mahogany-like wood. It's called Eastern mahogany sometimes here in the States. The neck on the guitar is a satin neck. So you've got the gloss finish on the front, sides, and back of the guitar. Again, not overly glossed, but just enough to make the guitar really, really pretty and attractive. And what I like is it's a satin neck. So I don't like glossy necks where you stick all over the fret, all over the playing experience of the guitar. So it's very nice. The neck itself is fairly thin, which is also what I like. It's not super thin, but certainly not a full neck, which is nice to play. The guitar pickguard, as you can see, is tortoiseshell, so it's really attractive on the spruce top. Very classic Martin look to it. The sound hole just has a plain design around the sound hole. Inside the guitar, there's a label which just says Sigma, and it lists the model of the guitar and the serial number of the guitar. It has nice trim around the guitar. It's just a plain black trim around the front as well as the back of the guitar, which you can see. But I really, really love the Sapele flaming wood finish on this guitar. It's really gorgeous. And what else? Oh, the strap holders are here underneath the guitar and over here on the bass side of the neck, as you can see on the side of the neck. So that's pretty much it. It's got nice bracing inside the guitar, constructed extremely well. Now, from a out of the box, you know, ready to go standpoint, this guitar really needed nothing. The intonation was fine. There was no intonation that needed to be done. The string height is perfect on here. It was set up perfectly where it's not too low where the guitar is going to buzz, but it's not high where it makes it uncomfortable to play. It's actually perfect. I didn't have to adjust the neck at all. It was dead straight. Again, no sharp fret ends, no raised frets. The fingerboard itself was not dry. The action was perfect. If you do ever choose to have to make any adjustments, the truss rod adjustment is right here, you know, in the sound hole at the base of the neck. But again, I needed nothing. It was perfectly fine right out of the box, which is an unusual thing these days. Quick shipping from Amazon. I ordered the guitar, and by the time I placed the order to the time this thing showed up on my doorstep, it was about 6 days. So fantastic in terms of that. I believe this is not an all Amazon transaction. Amazon is where you purchase it. I think it goes through Walters Music, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I emailed them several times, and those guys were great, very responsive, a pleasure to deal with. So all in all, it's a win-win, because at this price point, which I'm not sure I mentioned, but that's one of the best things here, $129. It's hard to beat. $129 for this guitar. You're getting a solid wood top with Sapele back and sides, right? You're getting a bone nut. You're getting Grover tuners. You're getting a rosewood fingerboard and rosewood bridge, and a phenomenally constructed instrument, you know, with attention to detail at $129. I mean, in the same price point, you're going to be competing with laminates, all laminates, and in most cases, some, you know, knockoff brand, unknown brand, with a very, very unpleasant playing experience. You're probably going to have poor action out of the box, you know, strings that are needed to be replaced immediately. And again, the strings on this guitar I didn't mention also are Diodario. So they're a nice set of strings, and they look like they're fresh strings. They're not thick strings that have been sitting around. So from top to bottom, the guitar is quality. It really is. And again, what you'd be competing against at this price point is something completely in a different league. This is much better than you know, a Rogue or some of these other, you know, non-branded Mitchells or non-branded guitars that you're going to be getting at a lower price point. And in most cases, not a solid wood top. This is only going to sound better over time due to the fact that it's got a solid wood top. So it's only going to get better. So it really is a good guitar, well-made guitar, and at the price at $129, I think you're gonna be hard pressed to find something better than this. So with that, I'm going to play it a little bit, give you an idea of how it sounds. You get a really, really nice resonance to the guitar. Nice tone. Really, really, you know, I mean, the fact that it's got that, you know, the brightness from the spruce top with the warmth that you get from the Sapele or mahogany-like back and sides. It's a really well-balanced tone. Decent volume, you know, you're going to get that because it's a big-bodied guitar. It's a Dread. So really, it's a fantastic value at $129. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions or anything that I didn't mention or cover that you're curious about, please, you know, in the questions below, ask comments below. Just ask me what you'd like. I'll try to answer as much as I can on the guitar. I'm going to put a link below to Amazon where you can get additional specifications on the guitar. There's some information from Sigma about the guitar as well and the various models. If the Dreadnought is not the right, you know, size for your particular body and you need something else, there's, again, the orchestra model, triple O, or a mini version as well. And also how to order the guitar if you're looking to purchase it. So all that will be below in the link. And again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be, you know, coming out with some more guitar reviews for you. And until the next time, you all be safe and be well. Take care and thank you.